Ah, son.
Hello, and welcome back to Endless Ocean Blue World, Adventures in the Deep, Forever Blue, Call of the Ocean.
I love that dolphin.
And we are indeed playing as Nadine.
Not that other guy. That other guy's a dick.
You will not insult Butts Jr., Esquire.
Those penguins are still the best loading screen ever.
Yeah. Okay, so last time we learned about Volca Castle and the Mediterranean.
Think you find us in the Aegean?
The Aegean, the Mediterranean, same thing. Also, let's look at some quests first, because we got those now too.
Hale and well met those quests. These aren't quests.
I know, well...
They're requests.
The requests are kind of hints of hidden things and secrets.
They generally lead to either treasure or legendary creatures, or
Something strange, usually.
sometimes rare animals that aren't legendary.
Yep. We'll be checking out those later. Let's look at some of our quests quick. Like this one. Odd fish.
It's you're the odd fish.
I apparently heard that some creatures at Gatam Atoll aren't looking very well.
Ah, yeah, when you went to the store.
Yes.
Nancy's the store.
Nancy was giving me some coffee and she's like, hey, you hear about those sick fish? No, I didn't. Pretend I had a lady's voice right there.
It's exactly like chasing a legend.
Well, we could go help those sick fish, but let's go to Greece.
Ah. You and your fancy fast travel menu. No, don't.
I thought we were going to take the boat all the way there. This crappy little boat.
It's a nice little boat there.
Yeah, but I wouldn't try to sail it over several oceans.
Yeah, when you're doing an event that actually takes like a certain amount of days to do a thing, like requests or anything, that the travel date, if you go like to like Ciceros or something, that actually counts against your time.
Yup.
So that will subtract so many days.
Just like real life.
Yeah. That's us on that plane. Ah, the Cicero Strait.
Wonder what class they fly. Well, welcome to the Cicero Strait.
Off Iloros Island. Spoilers, none of these places are real.
Well, the general localities are. The
The
locations are
Aegean
not.
Sea is, yes. You're in the Aegean Sea somewhere, and you're a fictional island in a fictional... Yes.
Yes. I don't know, because he's a bit of a jerk. That jerk. May he rest in peace.
If only we could find Dracula's castle.
I know a guy.
Yeah, I visited him in Italy on the way here to Greece from the South Pacific.
Ah, that's the rare ahoy there bird.
Hate those birds. Just peering out of the water.
Mind if I jump on your boat for no reason? Fuck your drinks.
I enjoy that we rented a boat that looks exactly like our other boat.
Or it's their boat and they brought it in as their luggage. Hell yeah, it's Gaston Gray! But you could call him GG.
I love that GG has Mandelbrot's theme music. His spectacular training music.
They are very alike, you know.
Na, 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 na. Oh, Mandelbrot.
They're both very colorfully dressed.
Yes.
Maybe you guys should go back to the Babby Seas. This seat's for pros. They call him a giant man-eater because he literally eats men.
He's gigantic, man. You're safe.
Oh, thank God. Well, we don't have to worry about
Big
anything.
is of average size. Also not a man. Yeah, I guess we'll find it first. It doesn't take much to call yourself a professional. You can be a professional and be bad at things. That's a weird thing to bet.
Sweet wetsuit.
It was okay.
Look, you will give his wetsuit due respect.
It's better than Oceana's. Look at that thing.
You will give her wetsuit due respect. You will give all wetsuits due respect.
Even the ones from the first game?
No.
Okay.
Here, take this electronic thing.
So remember how in Endless Ocean 1, like, salvaging was pretty much impossible because everything was randomized, and... Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the case in this one. You could actually complete the salvage log.
It's somewhat randomized still. In fact, it is, but...
Yes, but if you know what to look for, you can know which ones not to pick up to fuck yourself out of money.
Yeah.
As we'll see here shortly.
Ignoring my idiot granddaughter, here, take all this electronic bullshit. I think you understand. You went to college. Kinda. You're still in it.
Now we can dive.
Well, let's hop to it.
Oh man, look at those. Look at those billfish. Usual-shaped reef are home to many large sharks, including hammerheads. Huh?
So, welcome to Cicero Strait. Again, now underwater.
Yup.
We're becoming here a fair bit. By a fair bit, I mean quite a lot. First, though, we need to go through the multi-sensored tutorial.
Woo.
It's pretty simple, really. There's some intricacy to it.
Move over there.
Can't be bothered touching fish.
Yep, a benefit of the whole going to different areas thing that this game has is the fish you see here make sense to be here.
Mostly.
You aren't just finding these randomly in the South Pacific.
Yep.
These are actual things found in the Aegean.
They still do some random stuff where they have things, but the sea does kind of work that way, though.
Yeah, and even then, they tend to go, these don't normally live here.
They do kind of justify the fact that this doesn't really make much sense, but who knows? If you look closely, there is a slightly different looking sea goldie there in the middle.
It's kind of neat.
That's the male. Sea goldies are actually all born female, and they become male as they become fully grown. But only the large ones change sex.
Nature's wonderful.
Yeah. So this is the multi-sensor, and occasionally you'll find things.
But not right now, because it's gimped until you finish the tutorial.
Yes.
Literally unusable until you learn how to use it. Despite knowing how to use it.
That's how things work. You can't use a thing until you know how to use a thing.
I can bullshit some things. Just hammerheads.
They're a bit feisty, but it's okay.
Still pretty cool.
Conveniently, it's just like that thing in Sharks, which I just mentioned.
Nebula of Lorenzini. It's kind of neat.
Yep. Sharks are pretty neat like that.
Hammerheads use theirs to look for stingrays, other flatfish. Hammerheads fucking love stingrays. And And that was your fact about a hammerhead for this LP.
You thought you'd be getting more, but you're not.
Zorak said he'd beat me if I gave you more, so...
It's true. I'm only allowed a certain amount of hammerhead facts. You gotta kind of stretch them out.
Oh my goodness.
We got some rock. Pretty rock.
I guess. That's what it is. It's blue.
It's kind of hard for me to tell while underwater. Everything's kind of bluish, but, you know.
Except for Oceana's terrible wetsuit.
You will shut up and stop insulting her wetsuit. Let's go look at the sharks.
Okay. The hammerheads aren't an aggressive shark, so... You can swim right out and you can poke them all you want. They're so cool.
Another world full of hammer-headed fish.
The European version of this just calls them hammerhead sharks. It doesn't call them scalloped hammerheads.
Huh.
Yep. Oh, hammerhead shark.
You know, I said I'd only give one fact, but I'm going to give another hammerhead fact.
Oh my
A
goodness.
bonus. Yeah. So their scientific name is named after John William Lewin, a famous Australian painter.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was more of a Lowen fact than...
It's true, which is why I can get away with it, despite
Gotcha,
limiting
gotcha.
myself to one hammerhead fact per LB. Not quite sure where I'm swimming right now.
Yeah, neither am I.
I'm kind of going the right area, but
You're just kind of spinning in circles around the hammerheads.
I'm considering going and looking elsewhere. But you know, we are under a bit of a time constraint because we do have to do quite a bit of exploring here. Moon jellies.
I love moon jellies.
They're pretty.
They are. You have seen these jellyfish. If you've ever seen a jellyfish, you have seen these.
Yep. You also see them in aquariums too.
I haven't seen any of these this year yet, actually. It's weird.
Huh. Well, when's their quote-unquote season?
Hey, they come and go.
Oh.
They tend to show up more in the winter and spring. At least around here.
So winter and spring was the answer that
Yeah.
you should have gave me.
The infinite Ciceros Undines.
So, to quick explain how this multi-sensor works, if you look in the bottom right, you can actually see the substances that whatever we're detecting is made out of.
Yep. It's either rock, wood, metal, or high-density subject, so... And if you know what you're looking for, you can actually deduce, oh, if it's ring-shaped, it's made of bone, so it's not worth much.
Yep.
Etc., etc.
And to quick show it off, you can, once again, go above water and look around. Not much to look at here, just some rocky atolls. You know.
Ciceros is pretty neat because there are some really neat things if you surface and look in certain areas, so...
But this was not one of them. There's also a lot of shipwrecks.
There are. Ah, the Pride of Athens.
And some pelagic threshers.
These are my favorite sharks. Just flat out design-wise, they look neat as hell. Aww.
They kissin'. Sharks be sweethearts. And oh wait, shit! That's sturgeon. Gotta touch that sturgeon. Gotta touch it.
that sturgeon.
Gotta touch it. Gotta sturgeon. There we go.
Ah, look at that binomial.
Sturgeon.
Huso.
That sturgeon getting elevated by a thresher shark.
Sturgeons are one of the weirdest fish. They just flat out are.
They are very strange looking.
They've got weird plate armor going over them. They look ancient as hell.
Oh. This is definitely one of my favorite areas of the game. Well, all the areas are actually just really good in general.
They are.
I was about to say that. I was thinking about it. It's like, actually, I like all of them because they have really a ton of diversity.
Yep.
Like, this area has a lot of neat underwater sites to look at that are, like, geological or, like, boat-like.
Yep.
There's lots of wrecks. There's lots of cool artifacts laying everywhere. It's just neat.
There you go.
found a lump.
It's blue and a rock.
I don't know.
Do you know that?
I might have some records here for some reason.
Ah, Arctos.
I don't know why I have these 20th century shipping records here, but John already just kind of shrugs. I have them. Won in a game of 9-ball from some guy.
Arctos is actually Greek for bear. The word Arctic actually comes from that word. The Arctic was the land of the bear.
Which is why the Antarctic has no bears.
I will fight you.
It kind of works out that way, though.
No, that's not how it works!
It's the counter-Arctic. It's the counter-bear land. Octopus.
It's the land of ant and bear.
So, the good old common octopus. It's common, but still really cool. And he once again...
Zorak, what did you do?!
I don't know, the sailfish! Oh, they're so aggressive!
Oh, fucking sailfish. Oh, I love sailfish.
Indo-Pacific sailfish, what are you doing here?
Who wouldn't think they're super cool? I think they're hella cool.
Let's see what we happen when we bait them. Come here. Ah! 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 Ah!
Alright, give him the food!
Sailfish, the genus Istiophorus, are two species of large predatory fish found throughout the world in warm seas. They're well known for the distinctive sword-like build and long, sail-like dorsal fin, each serving a function that helps this fish to survive. While the image of a sailfish using its bill to skewer unfortunate prey is popular imagery, this isn't at all what they use their bills for. Like, at all. It's completely wrong. They instead swing them back and forth, stunning prey, allowing them to easily and quickly swallow them. The dorsal sail is normally kept raked back along the length of the sailfish's body. However, it raises it to both startle prey as well to communicate with fellow sailfish. It's thought that the sail also uses a heating system. The sail has a large network of blood vessels throughout it, and sailfish have rarely been seen raising this fin at the surface or just before a high-speed burst. The sailfish is easily one of the fastest fish on the planet. Their bodies are streamlined and almost pure muscle. They've been clocked at 109 kilometers an hour, or 68 miles per hour. And that's goddamn fast, yo. Sailfish are known to hunt together in large shoals, working together-ish to corral smaller prey species into a tight ball, allowing each other to dart through the center of the fish orb. While this could easily result in a lethal collision for the sailfish, they actively flash colors depending on their level of excitement, signaling to each other when it's about to strike. Sailfish have very little value commercially. Their meat is fairly tough and seldom sold, being caught mostly as bycatch for commercial vessels fishing for tuna. Its big value, however, is that it is a popular sport fish, sought by recreational fishermen throughout the world. Currently, US-flagged commercial vessels are prohibited from selling, retaining, or purchasing Atlantic billfish, including the Atlantic sailfish. The Indo-Pacific sailfish, meanwhile, is listed as the least concerned species by the IUCN.
Oh, that was shameful. So the thing that Zorak apparently missed to do is if you actually focus and poke them, they raise their sails up.
I'm gonna poke them eventually.
Yeah, you better.
But first, Trevally.
Trevally are pretty cool.
They are. Especially the giant Trevally.
Dishonorable bastards.
A shameful display.
These are the largest species of Trevally. Yeah, little grouper coming in there too. Huh.
And some tuna. So I'm trying to rush through here a little bit because we are a little time pinched.
A little bit.
Because we just started diving basically, so we don't have a whole lot of experience here.
Tuna fact. You got it.
Here's a fact about tuna.
Okay.
It's delicious.
I like tuna. They're actually their meat. If you've ever seen a tuna steak, and you should because it's pretty good. It actually looks a lot like red meat just because of the sheer stuff going through them. It's because they swim really fast through cold water.
Just make sure it's the right kind of tuna.
Yes.
Certain tuna are very, very endangered.
Yep.
There was a story pretty recently about a guy catching a giant, what was it?
I think it was oh god.
And they actually repossessed the tuna's body.
Yep. So, more proof that the things are where... Oh god, it's right there. More proof the models are better is the great whites look like great whites.
They don't look like triangles stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to...
The original great whites were shameful. You'll also notice Zorak is not looking at every fish, and that's we have something to look at later.
Yep. Also because I'm almost out of air already.
Yeah, you should...
Gotta pace myself here.
There you go.
It works out well for everybody.
So give us fish facts for later instead of just watching sand.
Whirlpools. Now, is it undines or undines?
Pretty sure it's undine because it's from Latin.
Yeah, but I could have sworn I've always heard people say
Here's the
undines.
thing. I've never heard whirlpools described this way.
I think it's they're a nickname. Like they're describing them as
It might
the elemental spirit.
Because they're a Germanic spirit. Greece has its own myths about whirlpools.
I presume they're also spirits.
You know, Charybdis and everything. So.
Yep.
Well, Charybdis is a transformed sea nymph, but
Yeah.
that's a story for another time.
Oh yeah.
Hey, the goby shrimp. Zorak, you're about to die. Are you aware of this?
Too busy feeding the shrimp to care.
You are about to die.
But shrimp.
Ugh.
I guess I should go back up before I die.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll
Good
guess we'll have to
job.
come back down again. And that'll be next time.
Level up your man.
And since we leveled up, we'll be able to stay down more next time.
There you go.
So. Anyways, see you next time.
Woo!